Smith, who will lie away.
Take down JW. Oh, what kind of frick? Oh my God, Exist, what are you doing?
You see smiles of the long lost and reunited. You see tears of parting ways and fears of loneliness for the ones left standing on the pier. Wind blowing, last autumn leaves falling on the gray stone. Step into the train, let it carry you away, let it carry you away, let it carry you away. See the landscape flashing by. Don't you cry, cry. Let it be today, when you reach out and pray. Let the snow veil your trail. Head up high, high, high. How you went through all the weird and different places. How you met and forgot all those unknown faces. How you felt between their promises and empty embraces. Now all is forgiven, all is forsaken. All is forsaken. See the landscape flashing by. Don't you
Will Smith, who will lie.
Take down JW. Oh, what kind of frick? Oh my God, Exist, what are you doing?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. BurningRed here from Nav TV, and this evening we have our first match of Fight Night. And my co-caster with me will be Adam whaM Postepski. Adam, are you there?
Hi, good day, BurningRed.
I'm good. I'm good. Quite a lot of CS that has taken place in the last couple of hours. Specifically, earlier on, there was the Battle for the Throne, or Battle of the Throne, between Bravado and eSports, and that kind of just, how do I say it? It didn't turn out as good for eNergy, but do you think they're going to bounce back?
I think so. I think that they have been practicing very hard. They've been interested in trying to get this game, at least this matchup for tonight. I know that they've been practicing very hard for that. I've had a few discussions with some of the mates around the gaming scene, and yeah, it seems like this is going to be the bounce back game, and at least the other game they were trying to maybe test some new things out, and obviously the new lineups. So
yeah, I mean, just a quick discussion. The lineup change once again.
Yes.
Sonic and Goals, the new addition to the Bravado side here. Your 2 cents on that? What do you think?
I love it. I must admit. Demi Detrony, he had a very good release, public release, obviously, giving the information as to why he did this and how he did this. And I must admit, the two players are great. They've chosen Goals, obviously, very, very good player, as well as Sonic, top form at the moment. So it's creating a force to be reckoned with, and no offense and no detriment meant to any of the players that have been benched for this change. But that's really such a great team that they put together, and definitely throwing people off guard, and which is really cool. So we're going to throw a whole new span into the works, and it's going to be an SA shuffle once again.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, I'm quite keen to see how they're going to perform in this second match here. Obviously, the one that was earlier played. Look, I mean, Bravado, of course, on Inferno, setting the score there 16-6, and then on Cobble, beating eNergy 16-2. My quick understanding here is that eNergy is going to have to go into this game. They're going to have to change things up. Firstly, the maps. They're going to have to try and at least play a Bravado perhaps on a cache map. Look, statistically speaking as well, a lot of effort has been put into the stats on this game and the previous game as well by I think what's his name, Ghostar. He's one of the statistics analysts for the South African games, and he actually had a very interesting post on Reddit where he explained a few things there, that came from the CSGO bot. But another interesting thing that I saw is that Bravado has beaten eNergy almost every single time on Dust 2. So that's again another map that eNergy needs to kind of put out and not consider, which leaves them very, very limited. I mean, maps such as Overpass, the new edition, one of the new edition maps there, that's going to be interesting to see. Train, that'll be a map, in my opinion, that might favour eNergy if they play it well. It's going to be tough. I think. Look, my money's going to obviously be on Bravado for this one, but I would like to see eNergy eSports kind of bounce this one back and maybe give us 3 full rounds here.
I think so. It would really be good for the viewers and for us actually to see this lineup and just maybe test themselves out on 3 different maps. I mean, in the end, we could end up playing Dust 2 and Cobblestone, as we were mentioning earlier. But there's strengths and weaknesses that have happened in the past, I would say, have to be adjusted, because you can't look at the previous result anymore. With the amount of changes that have happened since those results and those regularities where Dust 2 was going in the favour of Bravado, I felt that was maybe as a result of their lineup. However, that is one of their strongest maps, and it is one of the most played maps, as we know, in South Africa.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to it, I think that eNergy is going to need to change something, or they just need to avoid it like the plague and just vote the maps out straight away. Obviously, Bravado are going to try and get a pick in there, but if you at least eliminate one, you've got 2 maps that you can do better on against these teams, or even historically, the big, almost like a bit of deja vu scenarios, and creating yourself a lack of confidence as a result of it. It's a typical example in any other sport would be South African cricket with regards to choking at the wrong time. It could be purely just a map disadvantage for them and just maybe a mental thing to get past.
Yeah.
So if it comes down to that point, I think that they maybe just need to forget about the past, realize it's a new team, and try something completely different. Because when eNergy came up against the DC lineup, when we did that Jukes opening, I mean, they absolutely wrecked on that map. So it really was, or at least the eNergy players at least. So it is something that they can excel at. They just need to push themselves past.
Yeah. Well, look, it is definitely going to be a how do I say, a psychological game here for them. They're going to have to get past that barrier if they want to produce like a decent result here against Bravado. Now, Bravado coming back from ESWC in Montreal, they've also, you know, learned quite a bit there. So once again, it is going to be tough for eNergy Sports. I mean, but I am excited to watch this game. Specifically, that I think eNergy Sports might actually turn this one just a little bit more so in their favor. So, look, a lot of guys, like a lot of guys from CSGO Lounges joined in on us this evening. Thank you very much for joining in, guys. Now, a few things on the line there for them. Of course, you know, the bets that they make for eNergy Sports or for Bravado. And I think if we got a nice close match here, it's going to be nice and entertaining to watch. I'm really keen to see you know, kind of both teams go at it properly, where we have a 16-13, 16-12 type of score line per map. Not something that we had like this afternoon where it was a 16-6 and a 16-2, and I think eNergy has got the potential to make this a really close game. They just need to kind of find their feet, like you said, to produce such sort of like results.
Sorry, I lost you there at the end. Could you just repeat that?
Like you said, with eNergy Sports, basically, they've got the ability to do it and produce such type of results.
Oh no, I completely agree. No, we've seen it. I mean, on LAN, on multiple different formats of the game, and even just general warm-ups and friendlies and socials. It has been a possibility that eNergy can create that level, or be at that level that they need to be. And to be quite honest, that these teams in my mind are matched up, and it really comes down to the history in the past. See how the results have gone, and every match is open for it. And I feel that even all the way through to how we're going to have DGC this year and everything else, no matter what the lineup is between eNergy and Bravado, the amount of almost what is at stake between these two teams is always what levels determines the level of play.
Yeah, for sure. Well, guys, just a quick one there. The winner for the gut knife has been announced as well. We will make the announcement of the name during the game as well. Just for some of you guys that have joined in to get involved with the giveaway that we're doing. It's a Gigabyte/Aorus hamper giveaway. You need to subscribe to the channel. Like we said in the previous cast, etc., subscribers will be given first preference to all giveaways that we do. We are starting to give away a lot more stuff going forward. But anyway, guys, whilst I say that, I'm going to take us back into pretty much take us in game, and they'll probably start the knife round shortly. I mean, I'm quite keen to see how this one's going to work out, really.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting lineup, and I am interested to see how Zio's going to take the changes. Him and Nefan have got a very good almost method of communication for when Zio wants to maybe push a little bit too much and Nefan wants to keep a little strategy going. And with that change, I mean, one of the players is Sonic, obviously, that was creating that effect of being able to follow up on the kills and do things with Zio. They played very almost contribution, or the contribution levels towards each other were really good. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, and I think it's purely going to come down to the map choice in this situation, because if you think of the scenarios that they've had, we don't really know who's the best at what at the moment. So if they want to avoid maybe cobblestone and dust, we could see everything in between.
Yeah, I agree. Look, Inferno 16-6 on the previous match, maybe also not one that they should really consider. But if we do see like an overpass or any of those like great you know, those nice maps, or the new maps, or even the new train, that's going to be fun to watch. I mean, I know that eNergy Sports can beat Bravado on train, for instance. Overpass is still kind of like a 50-50 in my opinion. However, I think Bravado do have more experience on that map because of their latest international endeavor that they did in Montreal. So look, I mean, like you said, it's going to be great that we see those maps come out instead of the Inferno cobblestone maps, and then Dust 2, of course.
Yeah, no, I agree. And that train map change up is it's really going to be great to see. And the new trade eNergy has had the ups and downs in it as well. I mean, if you remember to the point where Bravado, or it was actually DC that came out and beat eNergy on it in, I think it must have been one of the earlier matches this year. And I mean, with that change, eNergy literally went to complete drawing boards, redid everything, and when we had a look at them at LAN, it was actually just silly.
Yeah. But I mean, let's quickly talk about the Axelan that took place a couple of weeks ago as well. I mean, that was phenomenal, like phenomenal play there. Look, the lineup was different, of course. eNergy did have Sonic, but I still think that, you know, looking at the likes of Zeo Custom, TC, Nefon, and then of course Tuckbook, the new addition, he's standing in this weekend for eNergy. I don't know if he is part of the actual selected few that they're busy trialing at the moment, but just this team as a whole at the moment, I think they've got what it takes to produce results like they did on LAN at the Axelan. However, let's quickly talk about the new Bravado lineup. I mean, that in itself is a new force that's becoming unstoppable. So I'm keen to watch. I'm keen to see this, and I'm really hoping that eNergy does kind of bring the game this time. It was a bit unfortunate for them in the previous match, but hey, that's a product of CS:GO.
Yeah, I know, it definitely is. I mean, we've seen time in and time out, massive tournaments, massive events, Virtus Pro, Cloud9, I mean, all the teams that have been from back in the day, TSM now coming through. I mean, the amount of teams, even with Kingwin, I mean, those examples, anything can happen. I mean, Virtus Pro going down 16-0, look, that's a rare occasion. But if you look at the history, I mean, Virtus Pro, I've watched their results in general. Being some form of Polish, I like to see something that I can almost relate to. So with that regard, I noticed their results. It's just a simple example, 16-4 versus 4-16 the next game.
Yeah.
Same team, identical formats, tournaments. Just the way it happens. If you just don't get those rounds, the best rounds or the needed rounds, in the right direction, it throws it off. 2 or 3 rounds every time you lose one on the save, especially CT.
Yeah.
So, you know, the terrorist maps gives you a disadvantage if you don't follow through with the CT. And in the end of the day, it's just going to come down to you fail at one side and the other. It's that side of the map, and you're going to lose 4 or 5 rounds per session before you're able to almost like stop the roller coaster.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to that, it's all going to matter on who's ready for this, who wants it more maybe, and I think this change-up is pretty much all about that.
Yeah. No, I think you hit that one spot on there. However, I'm going to be quite a little bit like forward about this one. Like, I want to know what's happening with Ventus now, since Goals has left Ventus. Now we've got the two Van Wyk brothers there, Elusive and Spoof. Who's gonna fill in the position for Goals? Because now that's opening up a completely new position in a very well ranked side. Then of course we've got another question as well. Damage control, having Instant coming in, yes, they didn't perform as great as what they wanted in the last LAN. What's happening with that team? Is that team actually going to stick it out into next year, or? I mean, it's a difficult question.
No, I agree with you, and I think that I'm sure that they've been asking themselves that for quite a while, because as the DC have been playing since 2001 almost. I mean, 3 or 4 players pretty much have been stuck the same in the lineup for the last 10 years, so, or now even 14 years. So if you want to look at it that way, it's all up to. I think it's going to be a situation of that. Is one player, retiring? If one player retires, the whole team's going to stop.
Yeah.
And one of the key players, somebody like Stahl or Hellhound, somebody that they feel that was an influential player to allow their synergy to keep going as a team. And as soon as you lose that, it's just pointless. I think they're going to lose the element of fun. And if you're not playing this game in the end for fun, regardless of the prizes, you're not actually going to enjoy it. Yeah,
true. Well, speaking of prizes, these guys actually, 2,000 Rand up for this match this evening. The Fight Night first match of Season 1. So there we go, the warm-up has changed to actually 4 minutes. I'm just going to quickly do a quick sound setting on my side, just to ensure that I don't cut you out halfway. So, just make sure that I've got this one right.
No worries. I'm sure nobody's going to have too much of a problem of a reset, but what I must say is it is interesting, ladies and gentlemen. We are waiting for one more individual. This is the This is the matchup that we are all waiting for. So once we have that ready and going, we'll obviously change it across and get ready for the knife.
Yeah, the knife is going to be the important one. Yeah, I think this is. It's really going to be up to. It's going to be up to eNergy to take it. Honestly, if they want to stand a chance up against Bravado in this match, they need to take this knife round. They need to get the maps that they want to play. So they don't want to play Inferno. They probably don't want to play in Cobble, because I mean, if you look at the 16-2, and they don't want to play maps like Dust 2 either. So it is really going to be in their benefit to take this this knife round first off, to start the veto process and at least allow them to play on a map of their choice. So, man, I'm really keen to see it. And then obviously next weekend there's Damage Control and Ventus that's going to be up against each other. That's also going to be an interesting game. 2,000 rand also at stake there for those two teams. So this game, well, I think it could go either or. I'm not looking at the previous game results, or at least I'm trying not to look at the previous game results. I'm being quite optimistic to see that eNergy can actually pull this one back and give us a very good game.
No, I agree with you completely. And I just wanted to check, what would you be your opinion on the level of confidence or the problems that were created as a result of, 8 out of 40 rounds that were taken by eNergy in the last two maps. I know you don't want to take it into account for previously, but today it's pretty much the same lineup. So do you think that's going to have a major influence, maybe a role that causes players to drop their heads a little early or feel like things are not changing because obviously it looks the same as the previous game?
Well, look, that's the thing. These players, they basically, in my opinion, they've played up against each other so many times. They know each other so well. It's really a case of a bit of strat work now. My question here, though, is just looking at the eNergy side. Nefan, of course, being the captain there, or the caller at least, but I think he's got assistance from TC. I'm not sure if the coaches are actually involved here either, because I don't see them at all. So maybe they're just kind of sitting out on TeamSpeak and just while watching the view on GoTV and kind of giving their base opinion. But look, yeah, it's a dangerous one to talk about really, because if eNergy Sports, because of that loss, they might drop their heads. But I don't think they will, because they are a team known for kind of getting back up and producing results. The same with Bravado as well. So it's a very tough one.
Sorry, I've completely lost you there again. My mic has just cut out for half a minute.
Oh, okay. Did you manage to sort it out?
Yeah, that was as you got to the end, I actually got it back connected. I'm not sure if it was you not transmitting or if it was just me not receiving, so I apologize about that.
No, it's cool. Okay, look, by the looks of it, yeah, it's going to be the knife round here between these two teams. eNergy the ones to take it. Bravado at the moment, they're quite happy with their previous results, and I'm sure they're confident enough to take this one from eNergy Sports. And here we go. Bravado starting off with a flying start, and 2 for 4 right now. Not looking too good as they do take the knife round. Also important knife round. eNergy Sports just not able to do it.
Yeah, no, unfortunately not able to pull it through, and as a result, obviously Technique going on the sides, and first map will be Cash. Very interesting stuff.
Nice. It's a good start. It's good to see this. Now, maybe Bravado has asked for Cash. Yeah, look.
No, I would say that's definitely an eNergy pick. As a result, Bravado has picked sides. So I'm gonna assume that we're gonna see a Bravado CT sided here with eNergy's pick on the map for sure.
Yeah, look. Personal opinion, I think Bravado will probably kick this one off with CT side if they do select sides. But otherwise, I think if eNergy Sports have got the selection here of sides, which I really doubt.
Bernie, I'm just going to correct you there. It definitely is sides. I saw that on the chat that Bravado chose sides, yeah.
Okay, so they did choose sides. So they'll definitely kick it off on the CT side then, compared to T side, which I do see them often go. I'm just speculating here basically, because I think they're going to try a few things out here against the eNergy team. I mean, with the build up now to DGC and all additional competitions going forward, I think Bravado wants to strengthen the Cash side, so they want to kick it off maybe with the weaker side to try and see how they can adapt, get the full 15 rounds, and then work with whatever they've got left in the second half. But you never know. I mean, the captain might just decide, no ways, they want to end this off they want to end this game off quickly and go for the correct side, and then from there on, of course, just kind of start to steamroll. But it's good to see it's Cash. I mean, I'm happy. It's not Inferno, it's not Cobble. So this is basically an extension from the previous game, in my opinion. I want to see what eNergy can do. I know Bravado can take it. I've got full confidence in taking it, but this is all up to eNergy. It's really eNergy's game to try and win here. So I don't know. I mean, what's your opinion?
In the end, I mean, eNergy definitely has to come out with the attitude of we have nothing to lose. I mean, 16-2, 16-6, no offense, but that's not a great scoreline that they want to be thinking of. So I'd say that's something they definitely want to edge up here, and being with Bravado on the CT side, I think that maybe eNergy, both teams do like the T side in the end, regardless of the CT side and map or the ease of starting on CT and chasing down a total. eNergy are going to look for at least 6 or 7 rounds here, otherwise they're going to be in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, well, we do see Bravado sticking it out on the CT side, yes. I think they're gonna go with that one, and we'll have to wait and see now. I mean, quickly just kind of moving away from this match here, let's talk a little bit about next week's match here between DC and Ventus for Fight Night Season 1 Match 2. I think that's going to be a game for DC, because Ventus, while they're struggling now with a man down, I don't know who their fifth is. What's your take? What do you think?
I must admit, Ventus are a very explosive side as the result of the eNergy, different players coming in. I mean, Spoof and things like that. With that combination that they've got there, DC are right now struggling for form. Since that arena match that they won, I mean, they really are struggling for a bit of consistency with regards to maps. They were unlucky in the last Axeland. I think that maybe 1 or 2 of the games just didn't go their way, also a result of a change up in the format and things like that, or not the same format as a best of 3. So it's really going to come down to, I think, Ventus's initial edge they create on that explosive nature they have.
Yeah.
They've got an element of unpredictability about them, and an element of just kind of going in for that initial kill and then pulling back. And if DC allow that amount of mid control that they did in that Axeland, as we witnessed, they're just going to cause a lot of problems for themselves. So especially if it goes down to a cash, and I know both sides, Ventus and DC, like cash. But on that note, I think that this moment of Bravado vs eNergy going live now is our moment of truth. There we go.
Yeah, well, Bravado starting it off at the CT side, and then, of course, eNergy Sports. As you can see, lineups here: Sonic, Lighters, Deviant, Goals, and Detrini for the Bravado team. And then we've got Tuckbook, aka Yellow Jacket, Custom, Nefon, Zero, and TC. I am going to hand this one over to you. You can take the pistol round.
Thank you very much, Mr. Burning. So we are going to see a full A movement. I mean, there's no time wasted here by the terrorist side, obviously being eNergy. We have 2 people going up to the squeaky door, so actually 3 people coming up to the squeaky door, so very different kind of strat play. I'd like to see this actually work out for them, as nobody is in A. Sonic sitting up by the toxic barrels. We've got Deviant out there, and he comes in already, initial headshot into Zio, and we're going to have a 4v5 already. And all 5 terrorists, though, are already in sight after the first death. So we're going to see from there. Sonic gets a second one, brilliant shooting for him. Detri keeping up nice and tight, and we're going to have the last 2. Can they at least get the bomb? Then they have got it down, and the 4th goes down, with Yellow Jacket obviously being the final player, getting a double headshot, very nicely played, running out of bullets, and he goes down the first round, going the Bravado way.
Yeah, very, very good play there from Sonic. That's the thing with if you've got 1 or 2 really good individual players on your team that can do that, that can take 1 or 2 frags, it just lessens the load for the rest of the team. So now we're sitting with a predicament now, well, at least eNergy's sitting with a predicament now where they're going to have to eco it up, wait it out maybe for the next round or 2, and then take it from there. Bravado, good start. I mean, look at that. You've got 2 M4s, you've got a Famasari on this side, and an SSG, or an Scout for some of the old school players. P90 though, definitely playing with. That's an interesting buy. He's playing on the mid-side area. This is going to be quite interesting to see if he's going to push through. And of course, just looking at the overview, eNergy moving again towards that A-side area.
No, I must admit, quite a risky move. Maybe Bravado obviously putting everything to the wall here and not throwing the kitchen sink at it, because I feel that double M4 off the result, that first round, they only lost 2 players as a result of Yellow Jacket obviously killing off that last couple of headshots. So I wouldn't say it was necessary to go the M4 route, but maybe they just want to make sure they secure it. So in this case, they do lose an M4 or 2. They're going to be quite a bit of trouble to make sure they hold those sites.
Yeah, well, another interesting one as well is that the entire eNergy side have bought up full armor, so they're going to obviously expect to at least take a pick or pick or two here from the Bravado team. Maybe just playing a little bit with those financials of the CT side, and hopefully picking up a gun or two. But at the moment, very slow play here from them. They're going to have to act quick. Maybe just have someone in the mid-side area like Nefon come in late, but he's going to engage Dechny shortly. All this should work out for him. He picks off Dechny there, and that is a little P90 that he will have now going forward, and a very valuable one at that. And here we go, breach play here from eNergy, but shut down from Deviant so well, and then gets taken down there from TC. But still, the damage has been done. Goals cleaning up there on the A side, and Nefon is the last one left here as he goes down to goals. And a nice little lockdown there. Although, look at it now, Sonic, Deviant and Dechny going down there, and I think eNergy kind of producing a little bit of a problem.
No, I agree. That economy hit was definitely bad, and it was one of the risks I was saying. Buying 2 M4s for the second round, you're losing one, you're losing that P90 as well as the FAMAS. Quite a lot of cash lost. I mean, in the end, they've still got those 4 M4s as the scouts, but there's this G, as you want to call it. But if we look at it again, they're going to go full A movement here. Only one player in A. Sonic's definitely hearing them coming, though, as he charts the terrorists going straight into the start. eNergy's going to go down as Deviant takes down TC. He's going to spray it down Sonic, Dechny, Deviant, everybody going big, and Zio getting the only kill up there for eNergy as Bravado takes almost a clean sweep, and only losing Sonic.
Yeah, nice little round there for them. But guys, just a quick one here. I do notice that there is some feedback coming through from the microphones. Our technical team is trying to sort it out as we speak. Hopefully we'll get it resolved before the end of the half, or at least in the next round or two. But anyway, round 4 underway here between these two teams. Just quickly having a look at the scores here. 6 for 2, Deviant right on top there, and then his counterpart only 2 for 3, which is Tukbok, the stand-in right now for eNergy.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting play here just to see if they can be able to get into the side and change it up, because obviously that A movement, they got a lot of damage on an economical effect, but nothing obviously concrete at the moment with the 5 AKs. The AWP is definitely going to be a matter of challenge as Dechny takes down Yellow Jacket and Zio trades it up with Lattes.
Yeah, this is the important round here, of course. I mean, a buy up here now from eNergy. They're going to have to make it work. As we can see, they're just taking things a little slow. They've got the bomb sitting outside the B-side area now. Nice little play here from Zio as he picks off Dechny and putting the CTs under a bit of pressure. Breach play now. What does Goals do? Manages to take down Custom. Is there a trade-off here? We do see Zio coming around the corner. Oh, he almost picks off 2. Unfortunately not, as Sonic now just does the damage. We'll have to wait and see.
1v2 situation, very hectic, and Sonic's just going to hold the control. I must admit, I saw Sonic doing in the warm-up, and every single shot was almost, if it wasn't hit on the head, it was aimed at the head. So he seems to be in really top form tonight, and it's going to be very interesting if they're not able to breach that frag, especially being Sonic in the middle, able to rotate to either bomb side. It will be interesting to see how much of an influence he has.
Yeah, no, it will be, definitely. At the moment now, eco round coming in here for the eNergy side, of course. And just having a look at the quick overview here, everyone is kind of just stuck back on that mid-side area. Bomb is going to go towards the A side, so hopefully we can actually see eNergy pull this one off. At the moment they don't have such a large contingency, a little bit of a battle happening on the A side area here. Bomb still kind of sitting back, not really deciding. It looks like he's going to be going up towards the A side. Don't know, it's a bit of a tough one to call. I think they're just waiting for any aggression from Bravado at the moment, where they can get a pick or two, pick up a gun, at least then work on a strat from there. But right now, Bravado are just taking it easy. A little bit of inside play here. Nice little play there, from Custom picking off Dechny, but Light is responding with 2, and there we go. Custom picking up the double himself.
Very nicely done there by Dechny, obviously, to hold quite a while, and then the movement as Goals takes down Yellow Jacket, and then Sonic going big with Custom, and the save is not turning out to be any more damage aside from those 2 initial kills.
Very, very, very nice little lockdown here from Bravado. However, it was an eco round here. We do though see them drop 2 guns, so it's not like the end of the world, I guess. It's actually like an okay round, I guess, for eNergy. They will buy up now. Custom picking up the AWP, so that's going to be good. He should be able to use it quite effectively. But we'll have to wait and see, kind of where he's going. It looks like he is going to be going towards the mid-side little boost here. Just maybe peek over and get the shot in. Oh, he does. There we go. Sonic out of the picture. That's very good for eNergy. And we see now Dechny just kind of taking it easy in the corner. Knows that the T-side players are pushing through. He's going to whack a few of them. Look at that. There we go. Picks up a 2K quite quickly. He's got the support from Deviant on custom with the AWP, and he goes down. There we go. That's exactly what Bravado wanted.
Very nicely played by Detrony, just using a sound and as an initial sneaky move that you get in that corner and nobody noticed. Obviously after the AWP shot, only one player getting picked off, thinking that the only player. That was the complete shutdown point. And I mean, eNergy going to go back into a save round after this.
Yeah, it's going to force them back into the save round. This is the snowball effect that they don't want, eNergy Sports. Bravado, of course, in the comfortable area with Goals and Deviant both picking up kills there. So 6-0 right now. Very, very, very tough spot for eNergy Sports. Looking at their current finances, doesn't look like they might buy because of the lose round bonus, but I doubt it. I mean, no, it looks like an AK is coming out there, so they're going to buy up, force buy. And looking at the scores here, 4 for 6 right now. Zio on top, 8 for 3 there from Sonic, and 9 for 2 there from Deviant as well. Deviant playing a very good game for the Bravado team specifically. Oh, look at that. Spam play from Sonic through the smokes. Custom goes down. There's the exchange from eNergy Sports though.
Yeah, Sonic is holding his line so well. He's getting that initial bullet in the head and then spraying it down. Very, very well played by him. And obviously holding down that middle is the key aspect, hence Bravado stacking it up. 2 players around.
Here we go. We're seeing Yellow Jacket, or aka Tuckbook, right now. Just moving up towards the A side area. He knows he's going to be busy. He's got a man to his left and straight in towards that mouth side area of A. Nefon also just kind of creeping around. He's only got one player to contend with the bomber close by, Goals. But Goals has been pretty solid in this B side. We'll have to wait and see if he can actually pull it off on the defense. Nice.
I must admit something completely separate on this matter. What would you say? Would you say that we're going to have a Detrony AWPer or would we have a Sonic AWPer?
Ooh, tough question. I think, look, my money will be on Sonic for this one at that. He's just very, very good with that AWP, to be honest. Detrony also can be quite lethal, but that's also another one where Bravado can play the dual AWP play. They've got the ability to do it, specifically with guys like Detrony and Sonic that can use the AWP effectively. Nice little lockdown there from Deviant though, making the score here 7-0 now, and applying a lot of pressure on the eNergy Sports team.
No, I agree. And a lot of control noticed by the spray downs of the Bravado team, just pretty much coming down to the point of map awareness and sprays right now being the controlling factor in this game. Initial entry frag, I mean, Bravado haven't hit the initial headshot in every single bullet, but with the cross covers that they've had, it's been perfect. So very well played to them. 7-0.
Yeah. It is one thing that I do like to see from Bravado. Nice little... a little unfortunate for Nefon there through the smoke. They have bought up here. We do see 4 AKs again, and most of them with full armor. Lights is also in a good position now from the top side. You should be able to launch a little grenade down there and inflict some damage. Oh, there we go. Zia with the pick off now. Bravado under a little bit of pressure, but we see Detrony so quick for the mid side. He comes in at the right position, just locks him down, takes off 2. He's going to try and go for the 3K. Bomb will go down.
Very nicely played by them. I mean, I must admit, I don't see a weakness now in Bravado.
Yeah, it's very difficult right now. I mean, look at the covering, like you said. It's not something that particularly I've seen them do much. But like as they progress as a team and they're becoming a lot more mature with the squad, they are like playing phenomenal CS to be at that.
No, it's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, eNergy weren't even in B, and it was almost their second or third attempt at B in the 8 rounds. And Detrony was behind before they were even in sight. I mean, it's that kind of gameplay, and I think that maybe experience that they've got from ESWC and the changes therefrom have just been an element that eNergy are just struggling with it right now, and maybe that's the changing factor. Changing the 2 or 3 players, adding that element of ESWC experience with the last couple of players remaining, it changes everything. Just the sound, everything included.
Of course, it does. Right now, as you can see, Bravado just very poised in like what they're doing. I mean, Sonic and Lights is picking up 2 AWPs. We see though Goals going down there after a trade-off, and Deviant backing it up. He picks off 2 there. Actually gets a quick 2K. Detrony also around the corner does the damage as well, and he will pick up a 2K. 9-0 here to Bravado Gaming. And eNergy Sports right now, I don't know. Have they lost the stamina? Well, did they lose the stamina? I don't know if they've...
Sure.
I don't know.
I'm actually not sure, because if you have a look at this, I mean, I'm going to read you out the rounds in a row, and I'm going to read out the number of players alive, and we've got 3, 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 4. I mean, there's no chance. They haven't even got into a one-on-one yet. This is going to be a big trouble for eNergy. They really need to get a play here. And look at goals. I think it's an element of Bravado changing up their plays consistently and being extremely aggressive from different sides. So they're getting the exposure, and we're going to look at goals going to come in. He's going to try and spray out, nothing coming out. But the fact that they're here and they're on the save, he's going to come rushing through. If Nefan doesn't get the pick, he does get the pick already. And one player, headshot going to be as Latus gets the pick on Nefan. Can he get it? He does, and Zio gets a pick on Latus to trade it up. And we're going to get into the B side, as I mentioned that. But at the moment, Bravado are just knowing how to shut down the right moments at the right time.
Yeah. Well, right now things are looking pretty interesting here for eNergy. If they get one more frag, they're in the running for. Oh, there we go. Custom with the 1 dig. Well, technical 1 dig. And oh, Sonic's still alive with that AWP. Let's see what he can do.
Bomb goes down, so it's going to be an interesting play. We have it. It's almost a pretty much saved at the moment still with Custom only on that deagle. I must admit, I'd say Sonic might even go for the savior. The cash is definitely not an issue, but I guess maybe that's the reason he went for it. So, 1 round to eNergy, and I guess they'll be a bit relieved with that. But the second that they have those 3 rounds, at least they can push past an alpha situation.
Yeah, no, it'll be good. I mean, that's their concern right now, is that they cannot have Bravado picking up another round here. They don't want double figures in that team's hands. So right now, eNergy have bought up. They've got enough guns in hand. Mid-side play here coming into effect now. Bravado spamming all over the place. The same with eNergy. And obviously, both sides know that there are players on the other side, or well, on each side of that wall. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting to see how Deviant can handle this one if he gets a couple of A-side breaches.
I must admit, though, if you had a look at the players coming out for the players, although that it's 9-1 at the moment, if you had a look, the players trade up pretty much a wall apart everywhere they go. When they're pushing into the side, both players are sitting on the opposite sides of the wall, both in middle. It's happened, and Detrini gets one already, sitting up at those sandbags. TC not having anything more to say about that. So it is going to be interesting. I mean, eNergy needed to something up, and Custom gets 1. Lighter's getting 2. The trades are just not going in their favor. 2-1, 3-1, just not good enough at the moment. And they were lucky with that save the time that they got those picks. And I say lucky because of the fact that it was good shooting. But in the end, if it doesn't come down to that flash that was being held out by, I think that was Deviant in the beginning of that last round, not this previous one. So they need to do a bit more. They need to push it out. At 10-1, you got nothing to lose. You got to do everything you can now.
Yeah, now it's do or die right here for eNergy. I mean, like I said, it's not good for them to actually pick up or at least concede 10 rounds so quickly. It's going to be tough for them right now. You can see the buys are not even correct. We got 2 AKs there and the rest are pistols with like a little bit of armor. So just quickly looking at the kind of funding or financial side here, we can see there was a missed buy here from eNergy, which is going to cause a bit of frustration going into round 13 if they don't come out on top here. But there could be a reason for that. I mean, it is Custom and Tuckbook that have both picked up AKs, and you can see Custom using it well. They're taking out Detrini in the mid side. Sonic with the good exchange though, removing one of the rifles here for eNergy. So now it's a 4-on-4, 1 rifle versus 4, and a very tough one at that, as that bomb side, well, that bomb just kind of still sitting in the mid side area. There is a little bit more, how do I say it, like gain there from eNergy on the mid side. Nice little play there from Goals, taking out Zio as well. But at the moment, I don't know. Nefon maybe. Oh yeah, he does. He gets hold of Sonic, so this could work out for eNergy really, eh?
Agreed, and it's looking very nice in their favour. It's a 3v1 situation, so it's going to come all the way down to Goals, the old eNergy/Ventus player. Can he have it out? And obviously, this is definitely going to trick you up, Burning. How are you going to do this at a LAN after seeing Goals so many times, playing for eNergy, calling them eNergy when it was Ventus? What are you going to do now with Bravado?
Get used to it. That's about as good as it gets, man.
I like the way you put it. Perfectly done. And Nefan going to be very nicely traded up, and eNergy going to take their second round as well deserved. They did. Very nicely played, well executed, and they do deserve more than 2 rounds as their skill base and their eNergy maybe just caught off guard with regards to the Bravado lineup. I think they're going to come back from this. If not today, if not in a week, they're going to come back from this, and they're going to make one hell of a team challenge to these guys.
Yeah. Well, eNergy, they've still got the possibility of getting back into this game, but it is very difficult right now, 10-2, and we have seen them climb up from more difficult situations like this before. So it is going to be interesting to watch. I mean, looking at their current setup here, it's a 2-2-1 right now. A side Nefon playing quite well there in the previous round. Let's see if TC does cause a bit of frustration, which he does. He knocks out Deviant. Deviant in a very peculiar position, but that's not going to stop any of them. Sonic picks off one now, so that's the good exchange for Bravado right now. Let's see what eNergy can do.
I mean, eNergy going to need to do something different. So I don't know, taking it slowly is not working out for them as Custom goes down to goals. And we're going to see Nefan get down Sonic, which is a really good pick, but this is not good enough at the moment. They need 2, and there he is. Lightus going down, 2v3. Zero's on 10 HP, so it is going to be a bit of a problem for him, but we still have 70 MP. I wonder how quiet he can be. The important goals needs to be quiet. He needs to be able to get these picks. If he can get into start and he can get these guys down, it's completely the opposite direction. So it's all up to him in this moment in time. No damage done to him yet. Flash is coming out. And Detcheny picking up Nefan. So 2v2 situation. Zio going straight back to A. The rotations are coming from both sides. Detchy going around. Goals coming back through. It was a fake. Double fake. Zio and TC coming back to B. He has goals. Can he hold it out? All going to be on this. Can they get the third round? And it's a train up. Can he get the spray? Does. What a headshot there onto TC. Very nice spray control. Last bullet. Needs 1 bullet on him. Can he do it? He doesn't get it, and a headshot come from Zio. And before that headshot, obviously, or after, should I say, was the shot through the wall. And there it is. As the flame Molotov comes out, Detcheny finishes him off 10-2, becoming 11-2.
Yeah. Well, nice little, a very, very good fight back there from eNergy. As you can see, they've got the ability of taking rounds, but at the moment, because it's a new squad, let's be honest here. They've lost Sonic now, so now they're basically struggling with that 5th and final person. Now, don't get me wrong, Tuckpork is a brilliant player, but I just think that eNergy right now, just after losing Sonic, there might just be a little bit of frustration in the team, having to kind of think like, who are they going to get to replace Sonic? Sonic, like, amazing kid. Now playing, of course, now for Bravado's side, so Bravado benefits in this case. But still, I think eNergy has got the ability to kind of recuperate on their losses and then just return back and actually take rounds and take maps off Team Bravado as well.
Yeah, no, I think they need it, and they need to just change it up. I mean, Sonic is a great player, and it's just a very good in-between situation. So for them to be frustrated is not necessary, because this is a learning phase against a rebuilding. But as you look, like you said, eNergy able to take rounds 5v2 at the moment. So yeah, I'm just going to continue with that and see how eNergy is going to take about Bravado going 1v3. Deviant's going to have to take this by himself, and a little bit of a problem as Bravado's lost their cash completely. So this round is actually more important than anybody realized in this point with regards to, I guess, the 4th and 5th round, or 3rd and 4th round in regards to eNergy. So, like you were saying at the beginning, I mean, Tuckpork is a great player, and as an example here is DGL, BGL, he's just... maybe, I mean, he's not doing badly. He's second ranked in the team with regards to score before this round, so he hasn't done badly as a pickup, but maybe just not the top scorer that they were hoping for the first game to prevent that frustration. But I think they just need to give it time. They just need to give it a level of elements of testing their strats out, testing what they can do, testing how they can do it. And once they get that right, the player will fit into the slot, and that's all that needs to happen. You need a team morale to get in there.
Well, look, that's the thing as well. If you're playing in a team, with the stand-in, you can't always fully trust that stand-in. Not any disrespect intended to any stand-ins in the past, etc. But as a team, of course, you want your core 5 to play, and because you trust each other, you know each other's capabilities. So right now, eNergy doing quite well. They're managing to pick off lighters, and of course a round in the previous round. But just going back to that now, of course, like it's difficult.
It is. It definitely is. And it all comes down to that initial play. And I mean, look at this. We've got a 2v3 situation, 3v3, and what a great break from Detcheny, getting the headshot. But then now it's all up to him, 1v2 situation. And like you say, it's just sometimes unlucky, or sometimes not part of the scenario that's supposed to work out for you. And if eNergy don't take this round, they're going to need more than pistol. So it's going to come down to just the luck of the draw. Are you looking at the right place at the right time?
Yeah.
So level of that. And something off the topic completely, apparently the game sound is quite low. If you wouldn't mind adjusting that, please, admin. And on that moment, QQ, I'd like to notice that isn't Shimon Marshalik, and I do know him personally from school at Grey. So that isn't him, that is another gentleman from Poland. Just a little shout out there to QQ.
No, well, okay, cool. So the team has basically looked at the volume settings now, so hopefully that'll be a little bit louder compared to earlier. But anyway, yeah, 11-4. I think it's just enough for eNergy eSports to kind of keep themselves into this game, but they're going to have to play like perfectly for the next 7 rounds going forward. This is going to be a tough one for them. But just quickly looking at the overview here now, Bravado now moving in towards the A side area. Let's see if they can breach in effectively. They are trying their best to go in. There we go, definitely with a pick off on Nefon. And the CTs don't defend it off that well as what Bravado did in the first round. And, right now, bomb goes down at least here for the Bravado team. eNergy Sports right now lagging behind. They're not getting kills. Sonic picking up one more. Finally, one comes out for Zio. He gets himself a 2K, but it won't be enough as Bravado extend their lead now 12-4. And we might actually see a quick finish on this map.
Yeah, I know it would be very interesting to see if they can come back from this forced save, but I don't think so, and it's all going to be up to Bravado. So with that note, sorry, I'd like to just note out that if the admin could also please adjust the X-ray. Apparently that was off.
Right, cool.
So I'm going to go into this round and we're going to double headshot there from TC as he finishes him off. Lala's going to trade him up but not see the second player in the middle. And can Nefan get him? He does get him. So this almost counter eco as they're pushing out from B is very important as Custom. Another headshot brilliantly played by eNergy as they're taking these headshots by Pistol Storm. And it's all going to come down to the 2v4 and still I'd say a favor of eNergy with regards to the fact they have the 2 rifles on hand. But it's not hard on Bravado side, but not hard for eNergy to go and pick up a couple of guns. So it's all going to come down to how are Zio and Deviant going to hold this out. Can they get the right picks before they get into sight?
Well, so far how this round has played out here for eNergy has been quite the change. A good eco upset coming out here for them. A-side breach now coming in. Let's see what Nefon can do with the P250. Oh, we see Yellow Jacket. Oh, sorry, Tuckbook there picking off one, and such a good round there for eNergy Sports. They needed that, and score now 12-5. Let's see if they can build off that. If they can build some momentum going forward, and hopefully take a map here, forcing the eco of course on Bravado, which is a great thing. So that most likely will give them an extra round here, as we see a full rifle buy up here now from the eNergy side.
Well, nothing to lose. I mean, in the end of the day, they lose this bar, they're going to pretty much be fighting off for their life for the 14-16 moment. So, and Nefan, not getting that pick, so maybe getting a bit of nade damage. They're coming straight into the sights. I mean, Bravado holding nothing off. eNergy's getting 1 kill already. They just need the bomb down. But it's straight up. It's 2-all. 3 players down. The score goes huge with that CZ. As always, massive double headshot there, changing everything around. And now Bravado in favor of everything on this map.
Yep. Very, very good here from the Bravado side. One eco upset to another eco upset. It's always fun to watch. Custom though locking down. They're getting 2 of them. Now it's only up to Lighters. Lighters has got to clutch a little. 2 of the CT players low on HP though. He gets 1. Can he get himself another one? Oh, he does! And that's what eNergy Bravado needed. Nice little clutch play there from Lighters. And increasing their lead 13-5. Fantastic play.
Yeah, I must admit, I'm gonna put it out there. I mean, I didn't get too much of the view on the previous game between these two, but I'm looking at Destiny and I'm looking at Lattes, and I mean, no offense to the scoreline right now, what the score is saying, the individual plays at Destiny and Lattes are just, it's off the charts. The change that I've seen in the last 2 weeks since they come back is different. But I mean, the move up middle, going straight up a highway here, we've got 3 of the terrorists going straight into the A side, and the trade-offs are going as eNergy are just unfortunately being squashed in. And 2v4 situation, can Zio get it with that silenced USP? Gets a couple of hits on him, nothing much. I mean, the armor is all the problem, and Sonic's just going to hold him with his tech. Can he go? He's on 15 HP, so it could be a bit of a problem if he loses that car production, shall I say. And Zio going to hold out from the highway. Going to get 1, get 2. They're going for the knife. Can they get it? They do. Ladders just playing around here. And the 5 HP Custom's going to try and challenge up as we have a 1v2 situation. Bravado now just playing a bit of games. So I think they know they've got this map in the bag. However, I'm not going to say this by any shortfall, and that's eNergy is never to be underestimated, regardless of who they have as their fifth. If Bravado take this lightly, they are possible to still lose this. They have not got 15 rounds all, and I wouldn't say going for a knife kill is the best option when you're buying. So
Yeah.
I guess 14-5 there in the end, still going up the favour of eNergy. So, well, in Bravado, sorry. So it's going to be eNergy now. It balls to the walls. If they don't get anything here, it's over and done with.
Yeah, no, it is, and like you said, I mean, it's really something that that's awesome to watch, specifically from the Bravado team, managing to kind of change up their entire gameplay and bringing back so much experience here. We're going to see now a little bit of aggressive play here from eNergy, not paying off here. Nefan going down, Sonic picking up one, although the buy up.